Hi, this is Miss Dowd, and I want to talk to you today a little bit about fact and opinion. First, I want you to watch this video on fact and opinion, and you can do that kind of on your own. And just kind of wrap your head around the differences between the two. Facts are statements, statistics, observations, and examples that can be verified or proven true or false. When you're looking to determine if something is a fact or an opinion, ask yourself if it is based on truth. Can it be seen, researched, observed? How do you know if it's true? Is it accurate? Is it relevant? How relevant is it to what you're researching? And is it up to date? Statistics from 1970 could be very different from statistics in 2020. Opinions are personal judgments. They may be supported by facts, or they may be simply personal preferences. Their value depends upon the qualifications of the person stating them. Ask yourself, is the opinion giver qualified? Is it just some random mom that's sitting at home that's giving a so-called expert opinion on how to treat a headache? Or is it an actual doctor that specializes in headaches in children? Is the opinion giver biased? Do they have a reason to gain something? Maybe they're trying to sell a product. Is an assumption or a judgment with support of facts that's going on? Is it just a judgment, or is the person just assuming something to be true? Signal words for facts would be there's proof that, or scientists know, it was discovered, such and such source shares this to be true. Opinions would be more things like I believe, or Sarah wishes, his favorite team is. Those things are opinions. They cannot be proven with scientific facts. Determining the difference, both fact and opinions are open to interpretation. Different people draw different conclusions from the same pieces of evidence. The key is to decide how valid the evidence is. If you say these three statements, Michael Jordan holds 3 NBA records, you can prove that. You can look that up and you can prove that. Michael Jordan is a top NBA player. It could be a fact. It kind of depends on what you mean by top. Do you mean tallest? Do you mean most successful with point scoring? What signifies top in this particular case? And Michael Jordan is the best NBA player. That is definitely an opinion. Best is hard to justify. There's no measure of best in this particular case. In conclusion, whenever you're trying to determine a fact, think about if you can research it and find an actual response that you can check on, that's reliable, that's accurate, and that's up to date. If it's an opinion, it's going to be a conclusion or a judgment about something from one person's or a group of people's perspectives. Here are 3 different pieces of practice for you. One is pretty basic. It's just asking you straightforward statements. Is this fact or is this an opinion? The next one kind of guides you to dig a little deeper and look at an article and see the statements in context, because sometimes you kind of get on a roll and then you read pretty quickly and then you're not really questioning whether it's a fact or an opinion. And that can get you into trouble if you're quoting that article and it's an unreliable source. Then there's an independent practice where you are going to kind of do the same thing in the article, but there's no guiding questions. You just are going to look at the article, read it, and it's a decade article on the civil rights movement in the 1960s. So the decade is the 60s. You're going to read through it and highlight all the facts in one color, all the opinions in a different color, and all the signal words in a third color. When it comes time to writing an objective summary, that is definitely a place where you would use fact and opinion. An objective summary is only facts. It's a summary about something that you've read, but it doesn't include any opinions from yourself. So you leave out words, personal pronouns like I, and you need to do this, and I think this. You leave all of that out and you only include the facts. So a really good way to start that for an objective summary is to just list out the facts of the information that you read and then list some opinions. That way, when you go to write an objective summary, you'll have kind of a sense of, oh, I can't say that because really that's an opinion. Or I definitely can say that because I can prove that to be fact. Hopefully this will help you kind of in determining fact and opinion. Just remember, facts can always be proven. You should be able to look up, Google any sort of information that you're looking for and prove it. And if you can't, it probably is an opinion. Thanks.